Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna out for a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, for another installment of My Night Out Radio. In studio tonight, it's just Tony and myself because, well, I didn't know how incoherent I would be after last night's festivities.
I almost didn't make it back behind the board in time due to last night's festivities.
If you're wondering what we're talking about George Gorner's Last Stand. It was his bachelor party, and instead of doing the traditional gentleman's club, he opted for a free show.
And a freak show.
It was a freak show, too, but three very fine local shock rock bands, if you would allow me to use that genre. Just trying to think, because I'm still scrambled from last night. We had
Necrophiliac Meat Circus kicked things off with their last live performance. And then Dead Girls Don't Say No, who I haven't had a chance to check out since Alice in Hell joined, which is a little heavier than what I usually like, but I thought those guys were awesome. And then Wolfman Chuck and the Brimstone Boys threw fake blood all over the place.
Which, by the way, my hand is still stained from. And afterwards, because it did, it ended relatively early. I cut out of there quickly. I invited everyone that was there, and we went over to Club Fantasies, where I can be found quite regularly. I used to work there, so I get in and I talk to everybody. But what I didn't realize is after Wolfman Chuck's set, and I packed everything up, I had dipped my hand in some of the said fake blood and did not realize it. Luckily, I did not touch my face because as I walked in, the manager, who's also a friend of mine, kind of gently pointed out that, well, I got a lot of blood on my hand. And he was wondering what I was doing and if I was looking for an alibi. So, all things being said, it was a great night. And to add to that, this was also my birthday weekend.
That's right.
So, I have done the absolute tour, if you will, from the highs and lows of the gastronomic world in Rhode Island. I have done some very, very bad things to my body this week. We'll talk about that in just a few minutes because, well, I got to get my thoughts straight, and my computer just did some crazy stuff, so I can't really read what's coming up next. But I will tell you, if you want to be part of the radio show, you definitely want to hit us up with an email, MyNightOutRadio@Verizon.net. Hit me up on Facebook /MyNightOut, Twitter, Instagram, DJ Psyco Eddie, or MyNightOutRI. With that being said, why don't we cut to some music? We're going to leave here with a little bit of Megan Casey, who we had in studio not that long ago, actually. This is Megan Casey, I-95.
Chasing white lines up by 95 north again. Chesapeake River, my friend. I hear ain't no poet, the words just flow out all the same these days. And I'm hanging out my window, singing, at least those hills know my name. My name. Bridges down. Yeah, I'll smoke out this whole goddamn town till you come back around. I'll be singing with all the sinners there. I'll be drinking one down. And once that whiskey hits, once that whiskey hits, I hope I hit the goddamn ground. The ground till you come back around, back around. Come back around.
His name was Jesus. He was a Mexican. He served me hot lines. They don't know you. They don't know you tonight. All of my time I've been wasting on life. Holding out for someone. All of my time drinking whiskey and rye. I've been holding out for someone late. It's true. It's true.
That was Morris and the East Coast. Mum Pepita. Well, before that was Megan Casey, I-95. We're giggling like, juvenile idiots because, well, pretty much
Because
we
we're
are.
juvenile idiots.
We are at a point in our life where fart jokes are still hilarious, and when you're passing gas, well, that's even more hilarious. And after the weekend that or the couple of days I've had, actually, I'm going to go say for the last week, I have just put myself through absolute torture.
And tomorrow's a holiday for you, right? So you can
Yes,
just keep
it
it
is.
going.
I am going to carry through my birthday 3-day weekend, which started last Saturday. I'm just going to keep abusing myself. But I got to tell you about the gastronomic adventures I have taken.
Oh, I'm smelling it. So
Well, even long before that. Last Sunday, obviously, we went out on the air because I loaded up the battle wagon and we headed up to Maine. Yep, that's right. Before the snow starts flying, we headed up to Waterville, Maine. Met up with a couple of students from University of Maine in Bangor, and I also met up with one of the students from Thomas College who do listen in on occasion. Hopefully they're listening in now, James, Katie, and Joe. It was nice seeing you guys. Hopefully I can get up there again soon because of where we went for lunch. We hit Big G's Deli in Waterville, Maine. And I got to tell you, this is the first time I ever had difficulty finishing a half a sandwich.
damn.
They make their own bread on site, and when they make the loaves, if you know traditional Wonder Bread or your typical mushy white loaf of bread, the big square thing, one slice of the bread over at Big G's is actually the equivalent to 4 of these, Wonder Bread slices, and it's twice as thick. So technically, a whole sandwich, you're going to eat the equivalent to 16 slices of bread.
So it's like Texas toast style.
Yes, but only if Texas toast is about the size of a computer screen. They have a whole bunch of different sandwiches. Obviously, typical Reubens. They have their special, which is the one I got. I got the Big G special. And if you look it up, www.biggs.com, or just look up Big G's Deli on Google, Yahoo, whatever, you'll find them. The sandwiches are absolutely amazing. I had to have, in a half a sandwich, about 1.5 pounds of meat, whatever condiments, toppings. It was out of this world. And then, of course, on the way back, we had to stop at Bob's Clam Shack, which is right next door to the Kittery Trading Post. And the fried clams, again, amazing. They fry them. There's 2 different types of breadings that they put on the clams. We had the mixed basket, which is half and half of each breading. And, again, slight difference taste-wise, but, again, absolutely incredible. That was last week. Now, this week, because now it's an actual going out of my way to celebrate my birthday, we hit, obviously, Puggles Grilled Cheese was at the bachelor party last night, where I think I paid her rent. I had 2 or 3 grilled cheeses. She had hot dogs, but I wasn't in the mood for a hot dog because I knew I was going to Oneyville, New York system.
Nice.
4 all the way, a fry, and 2 coffee milks later, I was, odiferous, to say the least. Left Doneyville, came home. I actually started the day yesterday at Classic Cafe, and if you've ever seen me go out to eat, I always go for the weird stuff. If you look at the menu and you got that one thing on the menu that sounds like, yeah, no, I'm going to pass on that. That's what I get. So yesterday for breakfast, I had knockwurst and eggs.
Good God.
Yeah, it came with
which explains the odor in the studio as we speak.
That came with potato pancakes and toast. Nothing like a double starch for breakfast to get you going. And it's one of those rare places that has really good coffee. So that was a win for me. And I started this whole weekend off Friday night at Los Andes. Now, I did a report on them almost 2 years ago at this point.
Damn.
The quality, the food is out of this world. And again, going for the weird stuff, I went for the grilled beef heart as an appetizer.
Oh, no.
My wife got the ceviche, which was amazing. And then I got the braised Angus beef tongue.
Good God.
I can't say enough about it. The tongue was just melt in your mouth again, soft. it was just absolutely, the flavors were amazing, and I could not finish. They give you so much food that I as a big guy, I don't want to say pride myself, but I can finish a lot of food. I could not finish everything that was on my plate.
Damn.
I did not even get dessert. I did, however, get a nice beverage called a Moro Mule, which is a spin on the Moscow Mule. For those of you who don't know, vodka, preferably Tito's, is my favorite. Ginger beer, a little bit of lime, is a Moscow Mule. Now, they differentiate that to a Moro Mule by adding blue corn reduction concentrate. I guess I'm getting that right. Basically changes the flavor, makes it a little bit sweeter, and it changes the color to this nice purple color, which kind of freaked me out at first because I'm thinking, no, I didn't ask for the Grape Crush. But, oh, my Lord, it was good. And price-wise, it wasn't bad at all. But that's one of those places where if you don't have a reservation, now this is at 8 o'clock at night on a Friday, people get an hour and 45-minute wait.
Damn.
Yeah. And you know what? I would have done it. I would have sat there and waited just for the meal that I got. It was absolutely amazing. So yeah, that's how I have thrown my body onto the grill for you people so you can live vicariously through me, finding out all this good information, great places to go and eat.
When I was setting up Puggle's grilled cheese for the festivities last night, Amy had asked if I needed to have any vegetarian options available. The answer was no. No.
Vegetarian? Well, that's code word for person who cannot cook. Oh, I can't make this. Screw it. I'll have a salad. Call it a vegetarian. Make it sound like a choice. But why don't we get back to some music before I start rambling about vegetarians?
Yeah, and we got to crack a window.
I think they're already cracked.
Oh, jeez.
Anyways, we're going to leave here with a little bit of Apollo's Resurrection.
Smells like onions.
The name of the song is Eulogy of Society. We'll be back in a minute.
wasteland, devoid of human life form, deserted, save for the ghost of what was one the ends of memory. The earth is all alone, left with the vision of a nightmare. So eternal life was forsaken, leaving this world so vacant. Mankind sent on a permanent vacation. No longer needed, one-way trip to the void. Evil succeeded, everything's been destroyed. Faceless things and demons stay behind the scenes. There's no way to save us. To pull the saints and unravel reality. There's no way to save us. The unity for our own society. There's no way to save us. Into the light, this is the time. Darkness is within light. Kiss it goodbye. Misunderstood the reasons why one must have to die. You can't comprehend the wounds that must bend. You didn't get to say goodbye. Feeling the scared out deep in the dirt. Feeling the cold creep up inside. Can't even begin to let understand. You have to explain it all over again. Say that to me, I cannot believe. Don't say that to me, it's not foresight. Don't say that to me, it's not time to play. Don't say that to me, it's time to break. Don't say that to me, I cannot believe. Don't say that to me, it's not foresight. Don't say that to me, it's not time to play. Don't say that to me, it's time to breach. I can't believe it, no I cannot see it. Swallow the demons inside. All of the features that lie, all the creatures that's buried inside of your mind. I can't believe it, no I cannot see it. Swallow the demons inside. All of the features that lie, all the creatures that's buried inside of your mind. Blinded and blindness, misunderstood the reasons why one must have to die. You can't comprehend the wounds that must bend. You didn't get to say goodbye. Feeling the stirred out deep in the dirt. Feeling the cold creep up inside. Can't even begin to let understand. You have to explain it all over again. Don't say that to me, I cannot believe. Don't say that to me, it's not foresight. Don't say that to me, it's not time to play. Don't say that to me, it's time to break. Don't say that to me, I cannot believe. Don't say that to me, it's not foresight. Don't say that to me, it's not time to play. Don't say that to me, it's time to breach. I can't believe it, no I cannot see it. And swallow the demons inside. All of the features that hide, all the
All right, that was All for Blood. Name of that song, Breach. Before that, we heard Apollo's Resurrection, Eulogy of Society. Now, I got a couple announcements. First off, the band we just listened to, All for Blood, is in the studio right now, and they're getting ready to release some new music. I'm looking forward to that, guys. When you do get it out, please get it to me. We'll get it on the air. In fact, hell, we'll even get you guys on the air with it.
I think we're one of the first groups to get their last release.
Yeah. There were quite a few, actually, that have come up. Again, and they were really cool about it. They, hey, here's our music. If you're ever going to see a promoter, or if you're going to see someone in radio and you're going to give them their music, the more excited you are, the less excited they are. I've had people come up just about doing backflips. Oh, come on, you got to listen to my music. And you put it in the CD on the right, and the CD player on the ride home, and you'll, oh God, no,
Diarrhea.
Make it stop. But as a professional, you have to listen to it all the way through at least once. After that, you can play frisbee, shoot skeet with it, whatever you want to do. But you have to give it the opportunity, because maybe that first song wasn't that great, but the next song is good. But once you get through the whole thing and it's just a steaming pile of useless CD, you launch it.
And it might take a while, but we go through every submission that comes through. Now, I've worked for some bigger corporate radio stations throughout the years, and you better believe, and you're probably not surprised to find out, that about 75% of the music you send in just goes in the garbage. Or they just hoard it up and they give it away to their friends.
Well, actually, I think it was WXIN would actually do their Christmas party, or they would do a promotion and they would gift wrap used CDs.
Yeah, that's right, like by the box.
I know. I actually got a bunch of older metal from them. I was at some function that they were doing. I believe it was the finals for the Battle of the Bands, and they I got 2 or 3 different CDs, like Woven War, I think, was one of them. Unearth was another one. So really good bands, but these things already been played. There's notes written on the sleeves. Yeah, gee, thanks, guys. You didn't want it anymore. You stuck it with me. Oh, thanks. But no, I actually do appreciate it, because then I load it into my computer and pass it on to a nephew.
Exactly.
Well, some other news. Alchemy. Davey Moore was in here talking about it the other day. Oh, about 2-3 weeks ago now. They're opening tomorrow. If you're listening to this on the podcast, that will be October 10th. And they would have already been open by the time you listen to the podcast. So, again, that's Alchemy, right down in Providence. Do you remember the address?
I believe it is 70 Richmond Street.
70 Richmond Street. I'll give you directions in Rhode Islandese.
Yeah.
It's the old Jerky's right above what used to be Club Baby Head and Club Hell.
It's also the old Providence Social Club, the old AS220. It had like a goth name for like a month. I forgot what that was called, like Upstairs or something. That didn't last long at all.
It's currently Ego on the first floor.
Also next door to the old Spike's Junkyard hot dogs.
So if you're Rhode Island, you'll know. If you're from Rhode Island, you know exactly what we're talking about. If you're not, you're wondering why we're bringing up defunct and closed businesses from the 90s.
Or if you haven't been there proper, if you've gone out, you've walked past it, chances leaving the club district down there, the heyday of the complex where all the young Guidos went.
You had the complex. You had the Bushwhacker was another one over there. Yeah, the good old days. Anyways, also another major announcement. Next Saturday, October 14th, Providence Metal Fest 3 at FET on Dyke Street in Oneyville. Oneyville's a section of Providence, for those of you who don't know. Anyways, they have, I'm not even going to try to count a lot of really good bands. I will fact, you know what? I'll go through the list of the bands. They have Soil Work, Unearth, Battlecross, Woven War, which is formerly As I Lay Dying, Darkness Divided, The River, Neva, Noxie Arena, Beast of Nod, Manifest, Composing the Apocalypse, Brand New Day, Murdoch, Let Us Pray, Gomorrah, Deathwish, Depraved Within, and Hedonia, Fate's Last Fight, and Bottom Fed. You know, it's an awesome 2-stage show, awesome lineup. I mean, I've worked with a couple of these bands, and they headline shows on and of their own, and now they're, you know, just all these major bands, really good bands, on one bill. That's awesome, and that's all due to Justin Sane and Matt Ribeiro from Black Sheep Entertainment and FET putting this on. I mean, it's an awesome show. If you're available, they also have this really good DJ in between the bands. Oh wait, that's right, it's me. I will be DJing in the main ballroom, the larger of the two rooms. So definitely want to come down, check it out. If you do come down, you're a listener, come down and say hi. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have a stick of gum for you. So
Will you be dressed as an evil clown
I'm
in Oneyville?
I'm debating that right now because when you get there, you know, they have secure parking, and I will always do the secure parking because that way, if anything happens to the new vehicle, they got to pay for it. If you're parking on the streets in Oneyville,
You might not have a vehicle by the time the gig's over.
Exactly. That and security will keep an eye on me when I go outside dressed as a clown. Because I don't want to get shot in Oneyville dressed as a clown. Which brings up my next topic. This whole evil clowns showing up in people's neighborhoods.
Following school buses.
You know, in your backyard pushing a swing at 2 o'clock in the afternoon or 2 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Yeah, that's getting out of control. And I kind of blame media for this because if they're not the ones saying, oh, there was another clown sighting, people won't be getting ideas. You know, hey, that's a good idea. Let me go scare my neighborhood kids by dressing as a clown. Now, there have already been instances where people have been literally the living crap beat out of them. 2 people have even been shot over a joke. Really, is it that funny picking lead out of your backside? Someone actually busted a cap in a clown. That was in Ohio. I don't quote me on that, but I believe it was Ohio. I do a lot of drinking when I read, so I may not have my facts 100% on that, but I do know 2 people have been shot, which prompted. Are you ready for this? I'm not even going to do a drum roll. Clown Lives Matter. Hashtag Clown Lives Matter. And they're actually organizing right now in Arizona. I believe it's next Sunday, October 15th. They're going to be doing the first Clown Lives Matter March.
I think we should have one here in West Warwick.
There is a stipulation, and I can understand it because of the unwanted notoriety that they get is please do not send the juggalos. This isn't my words. This is their words. Juggalos, if you don't already know, have a not so good reputation with law enforcement. There's a whole legal battle with ICP and the Juggalo following, and I'm not going to get into that too much, but I will tell you, as a clown, this is one of those crosses you must bear because everyone's going to say, what are you, a Juggalo? No, I'm not. I'm a clown. I don't have a hatchet. I'm not, listening to ICP. I'm not going whoop whoop every 5 minutes.
You don't get dropped off in your mother's minivan.
I am a businessman. I may dress funny. If you're working at Dunkin' Donuts or Walmart, you have a uniform. If you're an officer of the law, if you're a correctional officer, you have a uniform. Clowns have a uniform. Granted, they're a little bit more colorful than most other uniforms, but that's part of the job. And for these people who are, if you want to scare people dressed as a clown, either start your own backyard haunted house, go get hired at a haunted house. You're making it really difficult for those of us who actually get paid in our businesses are to be a clown. Newspapers and news venues, TV news venues are going out and interviewing professional clowns, and this is actually really hitting them in the pocketbook. So, if you're listening and you do this, going out trying to scare people, stop it, man. You're not costing me much money right now, but you're still costing me a little bit of money. And if it gets worse, I might be actually going out there to find you.
Now, Field of Screams, not too far from us in West Greenwich, has actually said there will be no unauthorized clowns. So if you go to the haunted hayride, they encourage people to dress up in their Halloween costumes. But if you've come dressed as a clown, you'll be turned away.
Oh yeah, no, there are several haunted houses that are doing that. They actually said that they're going to be a clown-free zone. They're on Facebook. They have clown-free zones as far as pages. If you start talking about it, they will delete your post. And then on the other side of that coin, there are haunted houses which are now doing strictly clowns. So, they, for whatever reason, if immersion therapy, I don't know what they want to call it. All I know is there's going to be a lot of people dressed up as clowns, and there are going to be a lot of people.
For everybody that this is costing money to, chances are there's someone plotting and scheming on how to make money off of it.
And I can't wait for the laws to come following it up. If you're arrested dressed as a clown, it's going to double your fine or whatever. I mean, at this point, and I don't even know if you know this or not, if you're in a public gathering, you cannot legally wear a Guy Fawkes mask because of the whole connection with Anonymous.
Yeah.
So maybe that's where it's going. It's going to be illegal. You're going to have to be like an underground clown or something. Something to think about while you're pondering that. Oh man, it's been a rough weekend, and I still got another day. That's awesome. Why don't we take a break, get some music in? Why don't we go with some Adapter? The name of that song, Ain't That Lovin' You, Baby.
Swim to the bank and crawl right home to you. Ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, baby? Say, well, ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, baby? Say, well, ain't that loving you, baby? I bet you don't even know my name. Down deep, but my spirit will rise to you. Ain't that loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, baby? I say, well, ain't loving you, baby? Ain't that loving you, baby? I say, well, ain't loving you, baby? But you don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. You don't even know my name. tonight. She's only whispers of some quiet conversation. She's coming in 12:30 flight. The moonlit winds reflect the stars that guide me towards salvation. I stopped an old man along the way, hoping to find some old forgotten words or ancient melodies. He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. But there's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. The wild dogs cry out in the night as they grow restless, longing for some solitary company. I know that I must do what's right, sure as Kilimanjaro rises like Olympus above the Serengeti. I seek to cure what's deep inside, frightened of this thing that I've become. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. Gonna take some time to do the things we never had. Hurry boy, she's waiting there for you. It's gonna take a lot to drag me away from you. There's nothing that 100 men or more could ever do. I bless the rains down in Africa. 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 Gonna take some time to do the things we never had.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Down City Armory. The name of that song was Chow Phi, which in translation is Africa. Before that, we heard Adapter, Adapter, Ain't That Loving You, Baby. Oh, we got a few upcoming events that we want to talk about, but before we do that, Rocky Point Clam Shack, who is nice enough to let us host our second anniversary party there, they're still open. Most clam shacks are rolling up the sidewalks and packing it in for the season. They are sticking it out, well, at least until the snow flies, from what I hear. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up, and it was actually started with us with the 25% off coupon. That's right. If you go onto their Facebook or onto their website, you can print out a 25% off any item menu except for the lobster rolls, or 50% off the clam cake and chowder combo. Now, having had the clam cake and chowder combo, having had the lobster roll, and had a few other items on their menu, the food there is excellent. I haven't been there in a couple of weeks, and I do think I'm going to have to make a run over there. Not too soon.
They actually got a guy from the original Rocky Point. He made the clam chowder on the clam cakes for 20 years at the park. I believe his first name is Jose, and he's actually the guy that came back and got the recipe straightened out for authenticity.
So he knows what he's doing.
He's been there, done that.
He's got the T-shirt, the suit, the jacket, the hat. So yeah, definitely want to check them out.
And if you go to the website, RockyPointClamShack.com, and sign up for the mailing, the email list, which, in full disclosure, I administer because I work 24 hours a day. We send out stuff through email that is exclusive to the email list, so you're not going to see it anywhere else.
Can you give us a little insight onto some of the stuff, or you have to be a member to find out?
More towards the dessert type items, so coupons for Doughboys, the fried Oreos, which are just, speaking of Wilfred Brimley showing up, the fried Oreos, which are flying off the shelves over there. I mean, actually, at the beginning of the season, they didn't do the fried Oreos. People were pissed, so they brought back the fried Oreos.
Now, you see, I've had fried Oreos, good and bad. So for me, that's a hit or miss, and I have yet to try them there. I believe I'm going to have to do that now. Also, coming up, October 16th, which is a Sunday, they're going to have the Parking Lot Mega Show at the Scurvy Dog. Now, if you have not been to the Scurvy Dog, it is definitely an experience.
A sight to be seen.
Oh, yeah. Now, they have, for the show, which starts at 1 p.m., and it goes till 2 a.m. on a Sunday. Hey, hopefully their neighbors are friendly. They have Hope Anchor, Benny Sizzler, The Worried, Hussy, Oneyville Sound System, Detroit Rebellion, Violent Anal Death. Let's pause a moment on that one, shall we?
Which is also the odor of this room right now.
No, that would be more fecal leakage. They also have Tall Teenagers, Laura Espinel. I'm butchering names lately. A Dying Breed, and the Paraplegics. Sorry. Again, By the way, did I tell you I need glasses? Yeah, that's part of the reason why I'm screwing up names. So yes, the Paraplegics. Once again, this is 1718 Westminster Street, Providence, Rhode Island, October 16th, 1 p.m. start time. Now, they've done this a couple years now. I think this is the third or fourth incarnation. And if you go onto their event page, they have the times when all the bands are playing. And, it looks to be like a really good lineup. It is a dog-friendly and properly supervised children are welcome.
I like how the dog-friendly gets first billing over the kids.
Well, it's dog-friendly to friendly dogs. And keep your kids on the leash and let the dogs roam. But they will have food there by Great Northern Barbecue Company. Again, if you go onto their Facebook event page, you can see all the websites and, pre-plan your meals accordingly. Also, I wanted to bring up the Rocky Point Pumpkin Walk at Rocky Point Farm, oddly enough, at 130 Rocky Point Avenue in Warwick. Third annual, 6 to 8:30 each night. It's on the 29th and 30th of October. It starts at 6. The walk closes around 9. Handcrafted pumpkins.
You should go to that dressed as a clown.
No. See, I like the way my body is right now with just the proper amount of holes in it. Coming through, it's definitely not something I want to do dressed as a clown. I may actually check it out because our friends from Presto Strango Coffee and Food Truck will be there. If you remember, they were the ones that supplied us with those iced teas, which really, saved our bacon at the paranormal convention in August.
Which, by the way, people are still telling me how great of a job I did at the paranormal convention. I really appreciate that sentiment, everybody.
Just say thank you at this point. I'm coming to realize that the more work I do, the more credit everyone else is getting. Yeah. And lastly, I got to get this one really quick. Our friend, the great and powerful Reverend Almighty, is hosting his next incarnation of the Zombie Night in downtown Providence. It's going to be centered around the Dark Lady, 19 Snow Street. Must be 21 or over.
Ooh, that's a good sign.
Yes. They're doing the burlesque, not burlesque, burlesque. Betty Sue Taylor, which I've had the pleasure of seeing at least once or twice, Dot Mitzvah, Kurt Fowle, and Maiden X will be performing. They will be having the best and most original zombie contest, and the prize is $666.
Damn. Not a $25 gift certificate to Building 19 like usual.
Well, there's a lot of great stuff going on there. They're doing actual legal wedding ceremonies. There will be a quarantine zone in the block party area. Basically, they're shutting down the street for this party. So it's going to be in the Dark Lady, the adjacent area, and that whole street in front. So the zombies should be contained.
And let's just say, and I'll put this as diplomatically as possible, the people of the Dark Lady and the surrounding area know how to party.
Oh, God, yeah.
That whole strip right there.
I've been there several times for different events, and I've never had a bad time. Very interesting, very eclectic group of people. And if you are, this might be one of the ones where I will show up as a zombie clown, just to have a little bit of fun, and it would be greatly appreciated. Yeah. In fact, welcomed at that point.
That'd be perfect. So
again, that is October 22nd, Zombie Night, and White Weddings, Walking Dead. So that's going to bring it to a close for this.
This is just an amazing time of year. I mean, I'm like a little kid.
We're like that all year round.
Yeah, that's true.
But we're going to leave here with a little bit of Blindside Thunder. I want to thank everybody for listening. The name of this song is Blue Agave. Have a good night, everybody.